EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. But you look at this Bronco defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Second down, another run with Taylor. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Derek Hall. The Broncos at 5-7 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Weston, he'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week, and here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And 1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. You look at this Colt defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this returnable for Hines. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off play action, Richardson. This pass left side to Downs. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Pittman's first catch, good for a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. No, ball, that fumble. It's out, it's loose. So a crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Downs going in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Weston. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And here's Matt Araiza now. Hines now on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Come on.
2nd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Quick throw completed by Richardson. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. It certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Nwangu now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down. Weston. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His first catch of the game. Good for 11 and a 1st down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that went to the right side and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the option, here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Weston. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Weston sliding out of the pocket. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Richardson looking to throw this. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Richardson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Take it to the half.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Weston. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms, here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 3rd down and 6. On the counter, here's Williams. And some room to work. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Play action. Now Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught. Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball,
you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They run once more. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go play action with Richardson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Gay knocks this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because it stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 1st and 10, Weston. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Beverly. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Weston. Screen play set up for Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down. Weston finding Williams once more, complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Throwing left side here, it's complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. On the option to give to Taylor here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now 3rd down and 7. Richardson looking to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Weston. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Weston working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Opted to run for it, the decision to go, and picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On first down, Weston looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes a catch. Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. A quick throw complete to Washington. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Stay on point, fellas. Here we go. Run it in for a touchdown. That's a great play, coach. Run it in for a touchdown.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Don't let him rest. Put him in their place. Come on. Yeah. Keep it going. Take it to him. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Focus, boys. Focus. Let's go.
Back to throw. Weston. Williams brings it in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second down, goal to go. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
Big play, big play. Make something happen. One more, boys.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson. Pass complete to Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Broncos, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they suffer